Hello everyone. Gourmand Food Truck, a brainchild of three close friends who became business partners. NIMAY Kashikar, Ambar Bagade and Nikhil Karade. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
So today we have with us NIMAY and Ambar to give us insights about the wonderful venture. Could you please tell us about yourself?
Yes, me and Amber and Nikhil. Three of us were college friends from hotel management, and we started our careers from there.
So basically, becoming a business partner, we were actually close friends. So when we were in college, so we had a plan to coming up with own restaurant or some food outlet. So the process started in our college itself to coming up with a food venture.
So when we were in college, most of the people discuss about what we are going to do in the future. So we used to discuss about what we are going to eat when in the next break that we have. So we were all foodies, and we decided if we have selected it as a career, why not to go with it and start a venture of our own. So it is a prestigious thing to own something,
Yes,
and
right.
working or slogging for every minute about it. So the idea started from there in the college itself.
Wow, that's great. So that's what I was going to ask you for the next question, that how and when did you come up with the idea about the government? So
Actually, when we were in college, we used to watch that show called Eat Street. So basically, the show was about food trucks in US. So we had a thought, okay, fine, we can start these kind of things in Pune.
And that was quite inspirational. The show that they used to conduct, it was quite inspirational. How a person who was about to leave his job and start something that he's passionate about. So we thought we are actually doing what we are passionate about
The
right
thing
from
is
the
that
education.
the products we used to see in that show, it's not available in Pune anywhere. Like they have loaded burgers or the cheesy pizzas.
yes,
So it's not the cravings. You cannot fulfill them in Pune.
right.
So we had, okay, fine. There are some people like more people like us in Pune. So let's do something for them.
So it
Wow.
started from there.
So what is the story behind the name government?
It's quite funny actually. So when we were in college, our professor, Mr. Sachin Raidikar sir, he used to call us gourmands. The reason being behind that is when we had our lunch breaks, we used to go out and eat Chinese a lot. So we used to hog like
A
anything.
lot, a lot.
And then when we used to come back, the next lecture would be of Sachin sir. And one would be sleeping, one would be looking out of the window, one would be in his own universe. So sir used to tell us that there are two kind of people who eat food. One is a gourmet who enjoys and savors his food, and others who can hog anything that comes to them, and they love the food that they hog.
Yeah.
So those are you, gourmand. So that name came, and we thought, why not? It's not
Wow.
very common, and
Yes.
we thought that we will stick to it.
Great.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay, so what inspired you to come up with your own food truck?
The main reason behind it was starting it with a less budget. So we saved some money when we were working. So we worked for two international cruises and 2 years with international brand in India.
Oh,
So
wow.
we had saved something up, but opening up a restaurant in that budget was a little bit difficult. So that was the first thing, and the second was mobility. We had mobility with us, so if the business was less at this place, we could go some other place and we can try our fortune there.
You
Right.
can take your entire investment with you, along with
Right,
you,
right,
wherever you go.
right.
So the
That,
areas
that
were
was the
feasible.
idea actually.
Okay, nice. So, and I want to know the speciality of your place.
Basically, we have specialty in stone baked thin crust pizzas. The
Okay.
pizza which we bake it on the stone. So
Okay.
we have gas oven.
Oh,
So there is a lava stone mounted inside the oven. So we bake pizza on the stone. So what exactly happens? The porousness, the stone lava stone is porous, so it absorbs all the moisture from the pizza base.
okay.
So it becomes more crispier rather
Wow.
than any other pizza.
So the regular pizzas, if you eat at any multinational chain, it has a little bit of softness to it at the end. Our
Yes.
pizzas are crispy till then, and when you hold it, they are still like this.
Wow.
So that is the specialty of our oven and of the product that we serve.
Great. Wow. What is the must-try item or menu that you have in your food truck?
If you are a
You can
non-vegetarian,
go for butter chicken pizza,
yes.
Wow.
or else you can go for mac and cheese chicken pizza as well. That's actually too heavy, but it's It's delicious.
And if you are a vegetarian lover, we have all sorts of vegetable over a pizza with jalapenos and olives. It's called pizza picante, so you can try that one.
Oh wow, that's really mouth-watering.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so can you tell a little more about the speciality that you have, as you mentioned? Can you please elaborate about it?
Sure, sure. So when we used to work outside, our chefs used to tell us some was from Italy, some were from US, some were from someplace else, but all of them mentioned just one thing, that when you serve fresh food, you don't have to give a lot of importance to the other things that are going into the product. As in, if we have fresh tomatoes, which are specialty of Italy, that's why their pizza is special, and the
Right.
fresh mozzarella that they are using.
Right.
So what we do is we purchase fresh ingredients in the morning, we cook them up and then sell them in the evening. So that's our specialty.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
Really nice. And what is the process and hard work which goes behind creating this unique menu?
The thing is that while working in a food truck, you have very limited space.
Yes,
Work area.
right.
So you cannot exaggerate your menu. So you have very limited and specialty food. So you can focus on them and you can give your best product out of that small place.
Right.
So that's the basic idea behind the food truck.
Okay.
So that was the main thing.
Great. That is something unique that you have.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you create your menu and come up with the ideas for the same?
What we have learned outside and what we like to eat basically is what we thought that we can, if we can pitch this to the people and we can eat it for lunch and dinner. So why not try? So let's try.
Right.
It's like working on cruise liners. Like if you go to Italy, the pizza they have basic tomato sauce. They use pilati
Pilati
with tomatoes, olive oil, garlic. That's it.
Right.
That's the pizza sauce for them.
Okay.
But for Indian palate, you cannot eat that.
Right.
So according to Indian palate, we adjusted our tastes and the spices.
So we use
made
more
our-
garlic, a little bit of onion, bay leaf. So it comes up with a very great taste that we personally like to eat.
Nice.
And
So we can convince people to
yes.
eat those products.
like they say, it's not Chinese, it's Indo-Chinese. So our
Right.
pizzas are not authentic pizzas.
Okay.
The style of
Have
baking is authentic.
Authentic products as well, but those are not bestseller actually.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
So what people like to eat, what we like to eat, we can sell.
Especially the Indians, the full of spicy food that we
Absolutely.
have. So according to that, great.
Yes.
Great. So I would like to ask you, how do you curate your menu or come up with the ideas for the same? Like, how do you do that?
So what we have learned outside while working, some comes from that. What we have in our mind that while we were working, we used to say that अरे ये तो बाहर बिकता है पहले से ही, तो कुछ नया क्यों ना करें? So we have some of those products. So we combine them.
If you go to food truck, any of food truck in Pune, you will get the same products: burgers, pizzas,
Yes,
rolls,
right.
sandwiches. So जो available नहीं है, there is nothing like pizzas. Pizza you won't get in pizza food truck.
Right.
There is one new truck, but you won't get pizza. So okay, why not pizza? Let's give a try. So we started accordingly. We started with process. We made our own pizza-based recipes.
We had trials and errors and lot of errors, and then finally we came up with a product.
Nice. Okay. And what's in the store for all these foodies this new year?
Let's see.
Something new.
We have quite a lot of things that we need to try. We are trying it at the
Mostly,
restaurant right now.
trying with pork products. Actually, there are so many.
Joints in Pune.
So,
Those serve pork and other products, pork chop, pork ribs, but
even
they
the
have-
request, the
yes.
guest asks, do you have any pepperoni pizzas?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't started with pepperoni pizza
Okay.
yet, but we are looking for that.
Okay.
Something that we have got requests from the guests, like we are in planning of starting a dessert pizza. It's Nutella and banana
Oh, wow.
chocolate pizza.
Yes.
So let's see about that.
Nice.
And pork products for the main course.
Okay.
Like a truck is supposed not
Like I told
supposed
you
to.
before, it's
yes.
we have very limited space actually,
Right.
so you cannot exaggerate your menu.
Yes. So we are planning to organize something, and we keep the products a little bit ready beforehand, and then we can serve some good pork products. So
Right.
that's
So it
our
will
plan.
be easy for you to serve everything.
Yes.
Nice. Great. Okay, so last but not the least, any words of wisdom for all these aspiring to do something on similar lines like you?
Yes, absolutely. While working hard to achieve something, there are a lot of obstacles that come. So never give up.
Never give up. Just
How big the obstacle is.
face it. Don't run.
Because
from your problems.
after the obstacle, there is a finish line, and after the finish
Right.
line, there is glory.
Right. So because this is a very different field as compared to the others. So
Yes.
yeah.
Mental
that's
pressure,
right.
physical pressure, everything
Right.
comes together. But
Completely.
not giving up is the thing that needs to be done.
Great. It's really great. Thank you so much. It was really pleasure having you here and it was really mouth watering. I was thinking about all the items what you were telling me about the pizzas and all. That was really amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you so much.